Have to win by 2, and there is a time clock. We'll pick it up with the score 5-3. Lewis and Ceman, 29.7 seconds remaining. Adam dug out.
And Adam Johnson, with the breeze in his face, can do just that right here.
All they need is 1, though, in the next 24-8. Must win by 2. That's way out. Way out by Lewis.
He served. Ceman with the set, and Brian just miscalculating. The wind at his back, just sailing that ball deep.
That's just out.
And in fact, I think Swatik might have played
a key point of contention.
Side out.
Karch and AJ waiting. It's up to Karch. Low again.
Very low bump from the left side. On the good side, he's not been able to get a lot of heat on his jump serve. He's going to float it and follow it to Ceman.
Karch got it.
And he's blasting off the block.
Tough one, too. Straight up bump. Louis! Over! Outgoing! Just went out! Canyon Ceman puts that in play.
You're going to see Ceman with a great soft block, and this is what he does indoors all the time, just knocking it out of bounds.
Absolute new life. And Karch takes advantage. That should be over right now. Absolutely.
It's all good for you, and we're not going to take a timeout right here because we're switching on the odd 2.
Big stop by Karch. Mini game. Semifinal. Single elimination tournament. Great stuff from Belmar.
Johnson going right back to Ceman.
And Canyon, the frustration hit too.
It's all tied up. It's still all in your favor.
Right there by Canyon Ceman. And they'll get another chance. The ace cards are out in bunches.
Well, you're talking so much about the arm swings of Adam Johnson and Brian Lewis, how fast they are. But Canyon Ceman, to give him credit, delivers one of the heaviest balls on tour. And right now, he's going to try to dial up the big match victory right here. Sand timeout for Brian Johnson.
All the drama, all the emotion. Wrapped up right here.
Canyon Ceman, because when the team takes the timeout and tries to freeze you, the last thing you want to do is miss that serve and get him back into it.
Brian Lewis, his turn to deliver. He stands and does just that. Louis with the pound. Louis for the win. 2 in a row.
If Karai and Johnson do come back and win this match, we're going to think back to those 2 missed serves when they could have really put the pressure on. Lewis
Down the line, on the line.
The way he serves, the way he hits a golf ball, one of the best athletes on this tour.
Karch Karai, clutch pass. Good set. Turn. Could win it. Right here. Oh, they call a mishandle.
You're not going to...
It's going Karch's way right now. I mean, they have had so many chances to put things away. And here's a dig. A chance for the tie. Everything's going their way.
That's Brian Johnson going to win right there.
Karch dodging everything in sight right now, trying to get to the final. And AJ swing down. They have match point upcoming.
And Karch, he's not going to miss this serve right here, Billy.
Floats it in. It's up to Louis to side it out. Brian Lewis, no fear in that field down in Orange County.
And there's Brian Lewis. Forget the demons, forget the opportunities. Come back and hit a good jump serve now here in the present.
On the good side, Karch, off the block of Canyon. A memorable semifinal. Now it's Canyon's turn to convert. And he just powers it. It shows a little emotion himself.
Big matches coming up with big side outs at the right time.
That's good serve from the bad side. Adam pushed out. We could be tied again. Adam with the one-hand dig. Look at a little touchy-feely. Oh, my. Are you? Oh, ping pong.
just not able to control at the end. Here's Adams' first one-arm bandit. Louis going to drop off and show you a little one-arm knuckle dig here. Seaman with the knuckler of his own, and here Louis just going to knock it back, and Adam unable to control the second one-arm bandit.
Tied at 7, change sides. Now a chance for Seaman to get to match point. They got their chance.
Up and down for both teams.
Kirai turns, the full turn. Off the net, a chance to win.
And a touch.
The touch is over.
Touch card. What a wonderful, unbelievable roll for Canyon Seaman. Brian Lewis winning 3. You're going to have to wait for another weekend for the big 1-4-0.
Listen to this crowd. No, there is a lot of partner switching in the AVP, and there is an underlying subplot with Mike Whitmarsh and Brian Lewis that is being carried out here
Well, the
today.
soap opera continues, Billy. You had Brian Lewis and David Swatik making a year-long commitment. Louis dropping Swatik for Whitmarsh, and then Whitmarsh turned around and dropped Lewis to play with Swatik.
Feelings are hurt, and now they're getting to play. Supporters, friends, his posse with him. His first ever win on the tour. Witty. Good dig by Brian Lewis. Louis can't get that one, and we're going to get a point on the board.
So the one player that comes kind of unscathed out of all of that. He stayed loyal to his partners, and he just continues to play great volleyball.
Seaman, Louis, and we're going to get a net. There's Canyon Seaman, Stanford University, and really having a gutsy tournament.
Same kind of arm as an Adam Johnson or a quick arm swing. They're going to try to drop off and dig Whitmarsh.
That's a touch, and we'll get a side out. It has been an odd matches at that against great competition.
Yes, all 3 matches were well over 2 hours, and this is kind of old school right now.
Or so ago, they defeated Karts Kirai and Adam Johnson in an absolute thriller. Both teams had numerous chances to win it, and finally Lewis prevailed. You'll see here in Belmar, 4th Avenue Beach. Great, knowledgeable, and enthusiastic crowd on the shore, and the lefty David Swatik.
His ability to go up and take that set that's a little bit off the net and just rip it.
Seaman, big block by Whitmarsh. Maybe the best block on the
But
beach.
still, Whitmarsh, week in and week out, I still think he throws up the player's head and really caused them, not so much that he's roofing them straight down, but they're hitting out or hitting easy shots to the opponent, and that's as good as a tough block.
I got it, you take it.
And Billy, what Brian and Canyon have been doing so well all weekend is jump serving from the bad side, and that's just a huge.
Brian Lewis, Louis. Trying to get this crowd fired up. Getting up and over, and Brian Lewis can't get there. And you here at Belmar. Love coming back east. That's a good serve. Swatik. He can feel it.
And David's about 3 or 4 weeks ago in Dallas, he carried Mike Whitmarsh to 11 aces in one match. He's really serving well and with a lot of confidence.
If Swatik can get half a dozen aces and Whitmarsh half a dozen blocks, they could probably or should probably win this thing. That's off with Whitmarsh. Silver Fox.
It's a very premature grade.
Shining in.
Louis would note, drop a lot on Whitmarsh and try to make him put away and use their defensive skills.
But he tries to dump it right in front of Canyon Seaman, and there's that block.
In his approach, Canyon unable to explode, and Whitmarsh just roofing that ball straight down.
The big monster. Louis now on a bad side, set the serve. Low set. Talk about the setting of Brian Lewis and Canyon.
To score points for themselves.
Bombs away for Louis. Good pass. Whitmarsh. Good angle that time. 3-2. Canyon Seaman battle through hell discount any of the other cerebral participants. Great serve again. Second time.
So David Swatik right now, you got to take a little half step toward each other and really try to avoid what happened right there, and that's just no commitment on the ball in the middle.
Time to reintroduce yourself. Right out, Whitty.
There now, line, easy line. Come on,
And not even an effort that time.
They can control keep their passes and their sets low, they're going to just give themselves that much better of a chance to win this match. Passing is key.
Always talk about the ball control, and Canyon Ceman with a perfect pass. Little tight that time from Louis, but he got away with it. As Ceman hit off the block. Brian Lewis was joking between matches. He says, I'm glad we're playing all these 3-game matches. I'm getting some practice in. I haven't had a chance. Swatik, after an unbelievable set.
You're going to see Mike Whitmarsh from off the court, 35 feet away, giving Swatik an absolute perfect set on the net, and David just cuffing it down. They know they stole a side out on that one, Billy.
Real. On the good side. Block. Out.
We use my blocking, your defense a little more. Now you see Swatik floating the serve and Whitmarsh going up and getting the block for the point from the bad side.
It is a true teacher-student situation with Whitmarsh and Swatik. Not to underestimate Swatik's inherent talent.
A very strange feeling for me having the shoe on the other foot, because obviously I was telling them what to do all the time.
Obviously.
Together.
They back off again. Great dig. Wonderful stuff from Ceman, and Swatik says, what else? Back down! Oh, my, a big bomb! David Swatik! Pound it home, get your side out, get your point. Let's move on. 1, 2, 3, as easy as that. Canyon Ceman puts it away. He has absolutely played with everybody imaginable on tour. So we can only watch and hope. Touch. Little wistful glance from time to time. No conversation. Swatik. Louis' turn. I don't know if that ever really went, but
Blocking ability. Not the highest block, but he takes a solid area of the net, and if you drop your arm or ease up just a little bit, he's going to roof you.
A little lollipop with the wind. Lewis sets, gets out of the way. Brilliant cut. The artist ball
on Canyon Ceman and make him deal with that block. And
for 2 or 3 points was hobbling quite noticeably, but it did not seem to affect him late in the match, obviously, and not early on in this one. Pushing that set. Swatik. Steven. No. 1, 2.
David's just going to reach straight over, and that's a tough break for Brian Lewis and Kane. I think on top of that was just the road that it took to get there.
Whitmarsh was in great position. See in Chicago next week. Michigan in 2 weeks. Very much looking forward to that.
I'll tell you, Billy, it's been a long, hot weekend, and you can sense a little lull, I think, in all 4 players right now. They're just trying to suck it up and look for some second wind.
That went right to Swatik. Oh, great dig by Ceman. He went deep for that one. Really with the one-arm job. Can he pound it? Yes! They had to dig that one up.
You know, they played almost exclusively on the beach together all through high school. Another nice float serve for Mike Whitmarsh, dropping AVP into volleyball.
6-4 is our score. Whitmarsh, Swatik over Ceman and Lewis. Our championship final. Canyon Ceman didn't quite get up that time, and David Swatik says, I'll take your hat off with you.
And Billy, if you're Ceman and Lewis right now, you got to be real. If Ceman and Lewis give up a bunch of points right now, this match is almost over. They're going to really have to...
An interesting fact about Lewis and Ceman, they seemed down and out in a couple of their earlier matches, listless, and then all of a sudden they caught fire. Happened in the Panoy
with their jump serves.
Whitmarsh with 8 kills, Ceman with 9 to lead their respective duos. Omar's up there with it. David's got to be on Lewis.
No footwork at all on this. And like I said, I think Lewis and Swatik.
Final. Swatik and Whitmarsh. Down goes Canyon Ceman. And he's hurting now too.
And Billy Mack, it looks like he stubbed that. He would avoid just this Canyon going forward. His big toe buckles underneath his foot, and that is very, painful. Almost as painful as giving up point number 9.
A reoccurrence of an injury that took place in the semifinal, and Swatik serving it down the middle, and now Ceman and Louis in a lot of trouble. Louis going to have to
jump serve, but that's just letting them off the hook.
We saw Karch do the exact same thing when Ceman went down to the semi. He went back to Lewis. Surprisingly enough, Daniel Ceman is really hurting. He can barely move. Big hit, and it's 1 against 2 right now.
And I'm telling you, Billy, what's also surprising, it might get cold and stiffen up on him, but
Lewis over on 2, smart thing. That throws you mentally off your game a little bit for Swatik and Whitmarsh. It's not just pass, set, hit anymore.
Exactly. Karch said it a couple of weeks ago. They just get loose as a goose and start playing really well.
Swatik misses, and that's a mental error. Just get it in. Clock not an issue, just under 5 minutes. Ceman misses that one on the bad side.
Short the last time, and you can bet he's talking to David Swatik saying, watch it on 2.
Good set, good cut. Swatik was ready. Wonderful defense. Just as good of a defensive play by Ceman. Whitmarsh again, no chance that time.
Gotta keep pushing. Especially with the jump serves of Lewis and Swatik, you don't want to let them get something going.
Sweet spank at the end of that rally. Ceman up and over.
He could really use a good one right now to help get his team back into it.
We mentioned during our coverage of the semifinal match. We congratulate them.
We gotta think that it's really not that big of a deal.
Ask Phil Mickelson. He was ready to leave. Great dig, Canyon Ceman. Oh, and Whitmarsh spoils all the fun.
Ceman with a great dig, Lewis perfect set, and Whitty just getting big. Up and over, and not much you can...
Like Whitmarsh says, if you're hurt, I'll exploit it. The battle again. No touch. Out it goes.
We're going a lot, and we're going right to Canyon Ceman.
A fatigued and ailing Canyon Ceman. Taking the nice set, though, from his partner, Brian.
Nice stiff breeze in his face. He could reel off a bunch of points and get his team right back into it.
Time to bomb if you're Louis. Good pass by David Swatik. Pushed up. Louis!
Swatik just kind of cupping it to Louis, and then Louis just bombing down the line.
Louis with one of those heavy balls that he hits. Great swing. Packs a lot of power. Like a pitcher with a slow, nice, easy delivery, and all of a sudden it's by you. Swatik, that was everything in the bag. And Lewis brought it right back. Lewis again! Unbelievable! But it's out. Swatik with the one arm. Good job.
Corner point opportunities. Ceman, Lewis get a little bit looser, start serving up some aces, and this match could turn around.
Swatik working hard. Driven ball, obviously.
Whitmarsh came out pretty clean. When the ball hits the top of the net like that, Billy, you've got to play that ball cleanly because it's not really considered a driven ball anymore. And so, pretty nifty little play defensively by Canyon Ceman.
It really did come off nice and
Like
clean.
that.
Right.
Wouldn't that be a wonderful world?
He's giving us the glare.
Middle.
He did well with that little bump in him. Enough to win a thrilling semi. And we will have to wait another week to try to surpass Inge and Smith. They're both tied in the all-time victory mark. Swatik! That's just nails.
That's a bit of a bad...
Whitmarsh!
Canyon doing really good job of mixing it up, and then all of a sudden decides to go to the heater shore in Wildwood. The winners, John Hanley and John Stevenson.
The runners-up, Karch Kirai and Mr. Mike Dodd.
I was trying not to mention that, Billy.
I would say not. sticking point. Push out. Good play by Whitmarsh.
Inside spots that they're really doing well in the side-out game, which is key for them.
Good hustle by Swatik. Right height.
And Tim Hovland, very much like Mike Whitmarsh, unbelievable bump setter in transitions. When his partners would get digs, he would
That's
track.
you guys. I just called him the greatest bump setter of all time, and he didn't even make mention of it. He's busy. You can tell. Half a dozen. They've been doubled up by Swatik and Whitmarsh. David Swatik, great dig. Canyon Ceman, Lewis on two, missed it.
Nice dig by Ceman. Lewis tries to knuckle it over on two, just out of bounds. Lewis.
And not just today. Obviously, action played here yesterday when it was really roasting. Block, there's number 5. Big Mike Whitmarsh.
Whitmarsh is going to reach over into the line, press over, and that's how you block.
Off the net, chance to get the championship point if Swatik can put it away. Right to Ceman. Whitmarsh and Ceman and Lewis have hit the wall.
There you see a very tired Canyon Ceman, and Whitmarsh just...
Here you wait all these years to get a title, and you're about to get your second in 2 weeks. Easy, huh? Championship point. No touch. And it's over. There it is. Your champions, Mike Whitmarsh, and again, David Swatik.
Canyon and Louie, awesome showing, gentlemen. First time.
There you saw a little handshake. Brian Lewis and Mike.
Domination. Mike Whitmarsh, David Swatik over Canyon Ceman and Brian Lewis.